Hello everyone, I am Dutchess. This is my channel, Dutchess Divinity. Nobody's here yet, but we are live, and I was not planning on going live today. I was definitely not planning on reading today, but I have really strong messages that are coming through. So I'm going to go ahead, say a prayer, set my intentions, and then we'll get right into it. Hi. Hi, Prince Benu. Hi, Anastasia. How are you guys? This is going to be a little different. It's not going to be a pick a card just because, like, this message, it's like, it's just a message that wants to come through. Hey, Indigo. Dang, notification squad is strong this morning. Good, good, good. Let me just start with a prayer, set my intentions, and then we'll get into it. Friendly reminder to like the video. Thank you. Hi, baby Pico. Hi, guys. All right, I'll start with prayer. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, and God Source, I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and all those watching and just say thank you for everything that you bless us with. We are so grateful for all aspects of life, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and the blessings. We understand that all of this makes a well-rounded individual in this very polarized reality, and for that we say thank you. And I ask please that I be a messenger for the divine, nothing more, nothing less. I ask please that no truth be told for a lie, no lie be told for a truth. I ask that all the information that come through be kind, palatable, and easy to understand. Please grant me access to the Akashic record so I may give a good and accurate reading, and please let all the information that come through come from the source from which all things come. Let it flow through Christ consciousness. And let it please give everybody exactly what they need at this time. The spirit babies and the ancestors are really coming to me right now, so please help me to share the information as needed, and let everybody who watches this get something from this video. Let it aid them in walking in their path and in their purpose and in walking in their highest timeline. And please also let them leave this reading feeling better than when it began. And I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions, only ever for the highest and greatest good of all those watching, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amon Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of three, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Hello, Shyman Renee. Hello. Hi, Rebecca. Hey, I've been on the treadmill for all the YouTube lives recently for some reason. That's really funny. Your workout time is like my live time. Hi, Tia. Hi, Celeste. Hi, Sam. How you guys doing? I saw you in my dream again. I hold you a little tighter because I knew when I wake up you'd be gone. Well, thanks. Hi from Italy. Hello. Chiaretta? Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Also, I'm sorry if when I'm reading the chat, if I literally have like serial killer eyes, because like I was watching myself back and there was like a comment that was like, ooh, the eyes are bad. And I was like really offended by that. And then I watched the live back and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of have like when I'm trying to like read, it's hard to explain if you don't go live. All the chats are moving really fast and you're like trying to read while it's moving. So I apologize if I have like, if when I'm trying to read the chat, I have somewhat serial killer eyes. I am not. Better now that I see you, my love. Aw, thanks, Sam. I haven't listened to the Taylor Swift album that just came out. The eyes were fine. Thank you. All right, guys. So I have so much to do today, but I was not planning on going live. But like the spirit babies and the ancestors have just been talking to me so much recently, and I feel like they have a message. So it's going to be a different kind of reading. I'm going to turn off the chat because there's weirdos in the chat. It's going to be a different kind of reading. It's not going to be a pick a card. It's going to be one of those readings that, like, if the message is for you, it's for you, and if it's not, that's okay. But I stopped at my Nani's grave before this, and I have little baby angels on the grave, and they were, like, all over the place, and I was like, ah! So I, like, picked them up, and I put them back. on the grave, and I clean them off, and I'm gonna go clean off my Nani's grave Monday, my Nani and Nanny's grave. So 2 things before we start the reading. I will be doing one more call me spell. I'm drying out the round 2 of the call me spells. They're drying out today, and then I will be burning them later tonight in like a fire ceremony, and then I will have round 3 of the call me spells. That will sign up for that will close Monday at 8 p.m. So I will put a link like in the community page. So, and I'll put the information in the comments below after on how you can sign up for this 3rd round of Call Me Spell. I will also be cleaning up my Nani's grave on Monday. So if you want to send me a donation, I will do a petition for you. It needs to be a donation of at least $22. It'll probably be like 2222. And so if you want to give me money for the flowers and for anything else that I might do for the grave, you can definitely do that. Like I said, I'll link all the information in the comments after, and then I will ask my Italian ancestors for your petition of choice. These are always fun because you can ask for whatever you want, and my Italian ancestors are very kind, very giving, and very generous, so it's definitely a good opportunity if you have something you need help with. So, all right, so we're going to get right into the reading. And, yeah, we're going to get a message. So, Spirit, for the collective of people that this reading applies to, Spirit, please, what do the ancestors have to say? Whoa, I just felt it like super strong. And I just saw like stars going across the sky, and then I felt it like deeply in my heart. So it feels like you have a lot of ancestors around you right now. It feels like you have a lot of like benevolent ancestors who want to help you, benevolent ancestors who are proud of what you're doing for your family line, benevolent ancestors who made sacrifices for your bloodline and for your family line, and they see you and they see the sacrifices you're making, and they see the sacrifices that you had to make to get you to this point. And they're just like really acknowledging that, and they're saying that like more blessings and less sacrifice are coming in the future, because they're just showing me there's like so much you had to change or give up or leave behind or let go or just do differently than the family that you were raised into. And they're very proud of that. They're proud of you breaking like the bad habits or negative, because you know, I don't want to say anybody's family is bad. I mean, I know there are just terrible families, but every family has its issues, right? Like every family has, no family is perfect, is what I'm saying. So they're really just acknowledging how proud they are of you for coming up in the family that you did and for changing certain things about that family line and family unit. And they're also saying that you're like the way shower, and I just saw Tehuti, who is Thoth. If you haven't listened to, I suggest listening to the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. They're really dense, but they have really great information. So I see Thoth coming through, and he's like going through the sky, like through the stars, which is Nut, the sky goddess. And also the star makes me think of like the tarot card, which is like wish fulfillment. So I feel like you've gained so much knowledge that other parts of your family line haven't had access to. And I feel like you are really, like, you're showing them the way because they didn't have access to this hidden information, or it was just during a time when information was less accessible, right? When, like, the internet didn't exist or other stuff like that. So they just want you to know that they're like really proud not only of you for gathering the information, but also for doing the shadow work and for sharing the information and for not allowing like the strongholds or like karmic chains that bind your family bind you. They're just showing me like you've worked really hard to break a lot of those chains. Ancient Kemet is coming through really strong. You might have a connection to ancient Egypt. Please like the video, guys. There's 41 people in here, but only 7 likes. If you like it, then more people will get notified. Okay, so we have the 3 of Pentacles. Let me move this back a little bit because I feel a little bit I feel a little squished. Okay. Whoa. Okay, I just felt that. Oh my god, I just felt that in my stomach. Right. Okay, so I feel like there was recently a situation in your life where you had to walk away from something that was like actually really taking a lot from you. So it's not even like it was no longer serving you, it was actually like hurting you in one way or another. So it was like, you know, it was either hurting your feelings, it was hurting your mental state, it was hurting your physical state, like you were actually getting sick. Now, this could be a person, it could be a home, it could be a job, it could be a friend, it could literally be anything. But whatever it was that you had to walk away from, you loved very much, and or it was like a huge part of you. So maybe like your whole life you like drank and partied and whatever, and then you realize like, damn, this is like really affecting my health. So it was like something that you loved and you enjoyed, but it wasn't good for you, so you had to leave it behind. And they're just acknowledging like what a big change and shift that was, not only in your frequency, but they're also showing me too like just how tough you are, because I feel like you've had to be so tough for so long. You've had to do so many things that like you didn't want to do. You've had to, you know, be the rock for a lot of people, not just yourself, but for many others. And so it's like I feel that, you know, you've gotten a bit wary. You're like, why do I always have to be the bigger person? Why do I always have to be the one that like steps up and says like, this is wrong, we have to stop? And I just feel like you've been very tired, and whatever it was that you recently walked away from, it's making me nauseous. So it could have actually been causing nausea, or it was just like, you know, when you get nervous stomach and it's something that's so upsetting that it gets like your stomach riled up. I feel like it was really difficult, and your ancestors are just acknowledging that here, because we have the Tower that came out as well. So it was like really, really, really difficult for you to leave this situation and walk away, and it made an impression. So the way it came out like this. So if you had to walk away from a person, or so, it could even be a family member, like you could have even had a family member and you felt guilty because it's like your blood, it's your family, and then, you know, your ancestors are just acknowledging like, no, like you made the right choice. It looks like I'm wearing the gnome hat, hee hee, when I'm like that. Your ancestors are just acknowledging like, no, you made the right choice. And I feel like this situation or this person needed that. So whether it was like a friend, a lover, a family member, a job, whatever it is that you walked away from because it was causing you stress, upset, and also it was like disrespecting you. Like whatever you walked away from was very disrespectful to you in one way or another. And so it's like, they needed that. Like they literally needed to see you walking away. Look how graceful and powerful she looks as she walks away into the distance. She's lit this on fire, almost like a phoenix from the ashes, and then she's walking into the sunset. And she's like doing it with grace and kindness and love for herself. And even the Tower card in this deck is really beautiful. It's like a bunch of cute little animals with like lightning and fire and whatever. And it is sad, but it's like, it's also beautiful, right? And we have a lot of butterflies and lightning on this card. So it's like there was a lot of beauty in this walking away. And I feel like whatever you walked away from, you never thought you could. You could have even walked away from a marriage. You could have had like a bad marriage, or like been in a really long-term relationship that was just not good for you. And it's like you really walked away. And this person is left with their thoughts. So whether it's an employer, a family member, a friend, or a lover, they're really evaluating like what happened, how it went down, and actually you leaving changed them more than you could ever realize. So like, no matter, like I said, what situation it is, they're really starting to look at themselves and their behavior and recognizing like, damn, like I really should have done better. Point blank period. Like I really should have done better. And as much as this was a tower for you, this was a tower for them as well. They had a very eye-opening movement, and an eye-opening moment. Movement might be really good for you because that was a Freudian slip, like moving the energy through your body and like somatically moving your body. But yeah, they're really left with their thoughts right now, and also they're cleaning up their life as well. So like, let's say it was like a bad job and like you were like, dude, I'm picking up all the slack for this person never gets their work done, this person is always making me do this, they're in the back like smoking weed, like whatever, and the boss is like, well, I'm not firing them, and you're like, okay, well, I quit. And so you left, and now they're left with like the crappy worker that does no work, and they're forced to face their shadow. Or maybe it was someone you were dating and you were like, you're not treating me right, and they're like thinking, oh, well, she'll never leave or he'll never leave, and then you leave, and then they're like, damn, like it's crickets, it's like nothing but I just heard it's you and your hand tonight. And they're realizing like what a void they have in their life due to you walking away. So just know that. They also did not respect themselves, because like I said, whoever it was, whatever relationship it was, they were not respecting you, but they also were not respecting themselves. So they're being forced to respect themselves more and look at the way they treat themselves. They also have an ancestor around them here with the dragonfly. They have an ancestor around them. And then here with the crow, it's like they're really getting the message now that like how they fucked up and what happened. And then here we have a triangle for mind. So it's like they're really in their head right now. And then with the owl, I feel like Hecate is coming through, and she's just, I feel, forcing them to look at their shadow. And with the bat, it reminds me of Asmodeus, which is a jinn that is like, will really make you look at yourself and not accept less than what you're worth. So if you're not respecting yourself or others, that spirit's going to show you exactly how you're not respecting yourself or others. So the ancestor just wanted to acknowledge that. I would like to pull a couple cards on this, a couple more, just to see anything else. Yeah, okay, so this person really went from not budging, okay. So then what's the final outcome? Okay, so this person really went from like not budging, like being very strict in their thought process. So like I was saying, if it's a boss, they're like, no, like I'm not firing that person. And then you're like, well, fine, I quit. Now they're like, oh man, they're like pretty sad actually. They're like, dang it. So they were very, very analytically and logically minded here with the King of Swords. And now here with the King of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, they're actually pretty sad. They're like getting in their emotions, and they're realizing, like, I just heard that song, Pave Paradise and Put Up a Parking Lot. Like, they paved paradise and put up a parking lot. They let you go for something that is not worth it. And even if it was like a person, like if it's a family member or it's a friend or whatever, it's like they let you go to like nurture their own ego. And now that it's like it's just them and their ego and their hand, right? Like they're like, well, that wasn't worth it. Like they're realizing like what an asset you are to their life, and how their life is pretty empty, and how like the things that they were fighting. So it could have even been to like a relationship that you're like, dude, I need more time and attention. And they're like, well, I don't have it to give it to you. And then you're like, okay, bye. And now they're like, oh, well, my life feels kind of empty now, and I guess I could have made time. You know what I mean? Like something like that. So it's like they're definitely feeling left out. They're starting to feel things that they never really allowed themselves to feel. And I find it interesting because you can see he has the singing bowl there, and you lit that singing bowl on fire and walked away. So it's like now that the phoenix has risen from the ashes, they're just left with, that's it. They're left with themselves and their emotions and the truth of the situation. And the truth of the situation is that they were not being reasonable. They were not willing to compromise. They were not willing to hear you out. Your voice, they were not respecting you. Like I said, your voice didn't necessarily matter to them in the past. And now that you're gone, the ghost of your voice really does. And I just heard that's a pattern, and I heard pathetic. So they might be being really hard on themselves, or you might feel like they're kind of pathetic, but it's actually like wounding and a karmic pattern that they've been going through for many, many years, where it's like they don't appreciate things until after they don't have them anymore, after they've pushed them out of their life, or you know, like it could be a friend group that they didn't appreciate until, you know, like when you go to college, you make a bunch of friends in college and then it's like you go your separate ways. It's like this is the kind of person that does not know or respect what they have until it's gone. And I also feel for some of you, this person could have come up with like plenty of money. So it's like, I think people who grew up and at phases of their life were poor or like very low income, they value things when they have them. And it's kind of been proven, I think, from what I've read, that like people who have less take care of their stuff better than people who have a bunch of stuff. Because like I'm even guilty of it now too. It's like, since I started making more money and I'm not living in poverty anymore, like I don't always, I'm like, oh, I'll just buy a new one. Like if I don't clean my shower curtain enough and it gets moldy, I'm like, whatever, I'll just buy a new one. Whereas like when you're living in poverty, you don't have that option. You need to keep the things that you have nice. And so I feel like this person has never like not had money, if that makes sense, or they've never not had support. So it might not have even been the best support, but they've never been like completely on their own. They've never been like so poor that they don't know where their next meal is coming from or like where their rent check is coming from. I feel too this person could even have legal issues that like they had gotten out of because they had money. So it's like even when the universe was trying to punish them or like put you know, barriers and try to calm them down and slow them down, their money always got them out of those situations. So it's like this person has never really wanted or needed the way that you have had to want or need in this life. Like you have experienced true lack. So whether that was money or support or love, you've experienced true lack or lack of friendship, whatever it is. You've really had to be on your own. You've had to scrap. You've had to do everything to like put your life together. And this person has not had that same experience. And so in you walking away, it's kind of like the first time that like their money isn't buying them out of this situation, or their charm or their manipulation or their networking even. So they could have like just known a lot of really powerful people that always like got them exactly what they wanted. And it's like all of their little tricks are not getting them out of this situation. Nothing is going to work. So they have to do the inner work. They have to do the healing. And they're honestly being quite dramatic right now because, like I said, you've been through a lot more than them. No shade to them, but like you've been through a lot more and a lot worse. And they literally have the key right there. Like if they just pick up the key and put it through the door, they're fine. But they're sitting here moping. So just know that like they're feeling these emotions, and it's up to them whether or not they get up. They will get up eventually. So it's like they are coming through as the King of Cups, but I do believe that they will return in some way. So like I said, if it's that job that fucking fired you or something because like you couldn't get along with the bad worker and then they realize how bad the worker is, they're gonna come crawling back. But the thing about it is like they're not going to tell you, they're not going to be completely transparent about how much your absence has affected their life because they're not really good at that. So although they're in this energy of like King of Cups, they're going to come back as Knight of Cups. So like if it is a job offer, they'll be like, yeah, you know, like we kind of saw what you were talking about and we'd like to have you back. When in reality, they're like, oh my God, that worker is horrible. We want the person we fired back. Like in their heart and mind, they're taking it more seriously than however they present themselves to you when they come back. Or like if it is a friend that you were like, well, fine, fuck you, like you're not being a very nice friend, and they were like, good riddance, and then now they're like in their emotions. When they come back, they're not going to be as totally and completely transparent and open and honest and vulnerable as they are truly feeling because they recognize vulnerability as weakness. So just know that this, your ancestors want you to know that this is going to take care of itself. You don't have to worry about it. But just know that whenever they come back, they might be putting on a mask still. So be aware of that. And don't accept what they're offering you until they come through as the King of Cups. So like if it is a job, it's like, well, I think I deserve a raise. And then they're like, well, it's not that serious. And you're like, okay. So then you go to leave again. And then they're like, no, okay, it actually is that serious. Sorry, please come back, you know? So just whatever situation it is, family, friend, lover, work, like don't let them undersell you. It's like they're going to undersell how important you actually are to their life. Don't accept that. Don't accept them until they're ready to be fully honest and open about how much they value you and what an asset you are to their life. And then here as well, they might do some kind of grand gesture. So we have like a letter. We have the little bowl here. We have a love letter. And then we have the, they've got their hat off and flowers. So they might like take the hat off and give you the flowers, but they're not giving you the full story here with the bowl, right? The bowl that you set on fire and the bowl that they are currently figuring out. So you set this on fire because you were like, this isn't working for me anymore. And now they're sitting here figuring out what they did and how they can fix it. And until they come back and give you the explanation and communication of what they did and how they can fix it, not just giving you a bouquet of flowers and saying, great, I'm glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. Like, no, you have to actually get to the nitty gritty. So until they can show up in their full, authentic, vulnerable self, then it's a no from me, dog. Just know your worth. Like, you walked away because whatever situation this wasn't respecting you enough and wasn't valuing you enough. So when they come back, don't just let some pretty little like, I'm sorry, but we're not fixing anything, get you back. So that, because then Spirit's saying you'll have to start the cycle all over again. So basically, too, the ancestors are saying that since you walked away from that situation that was not built on a stable foundation, with the Three of Pentacles, you're building your own foundation. And I feel like this is you, and these are your spirit guides and your ancestors and your angels. So just know that all your guides are aiding you in whatever it is that you're trying to build back up right now. And you will have a lot of... Wait, look at my hair. Oh, why does it look like a lamp? It's like a genie lamp. That's the handle, and that's the... Maybe how Asmodeus came through, and he's like a djinn to me. Like, maybe the djinn are with you, or you have, like, the genies, like, spirits, like, make a wish. What the heck? This is so funny. All right, let me fix it. Let me plug in my phone too, because it like the low power mode came up. 1 second. Okay, there we go. No more crazy hair. Whatever you're building is going to be really successful, and there's going to be a lot of people who support you in this success. So like this, the ancestors just said beware of fair weather friends. So like if someone didn't want to be your friend before and now they want to be your friend now that all of a sudden you're successful or you're making more money or doing whatever, like that's not your real friend, okay? Friends, boyfriends, family, anyone that was, you know, didn't see value in you until you began to like truly like come out and really freaking succeed, that's not your real friend. And I know that sometimes it can be complicated with family, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if someone's your family or not. If they're not respectful to you, if they're abusive to you, or they're anything else, like you don't owe them anything. You really don't. So just know that there's going to be people coming out of the woodwork, like old boyfriends, old girlfriends, like someone you haven't talked to since middle school, like everybody being like, oh, we're so happy for you. And it's like, well, you weren't happy for me the last 20 years when I was like grinding to get to this point. You know what I mean? So it's like, just be really wary of that. And Spirit's saying like, you know who the real ones are. Like, you know who are your true supporters, that because they've been with you since day one. They like you in all phases of your life. You don't have to be wealthy or successful in order for these people to like you. They like you for who you are, and you know who those people are to you. Keep those people close to you, because there's going to be a lot of rats and snakes. Like when you do achieve your success, there could be many rats or snakes in any form. They just said be careful about signing contracts too. So if you do become very successful, you might have certain people trying to get you to sign contracts with them. So like, you know, like if you're a model and you're like doing it completely by yourself, and then all of a sudden your modeling takes off, you don't need to sign with someone. You don't need to get on that contract. You did it all by yourself. All you're doing, the thing about those people who get you to sign with them and stuff is like they wait for you to create the success yourself, and then they like profit off your success once you're already successful. So like we are living in a time with social media and just with independent artists where you do not need a contract. You do not need management. You can do it yourself. So don't be fooled when you do become successful. Be very careful about what you're signing and be really careful about like who you're letting around you. But your guides are with you, your spirits, your ancestors, your guides, your angels, they're all with you, helping you to create this really strong, stable foundation. And I just heard safe. They're making sure that you're safe, that you are protected, and that you are exactly where you need to be. So just know that. And then here with the Six of Wands, you're about to have a major win, like a major win and a major victory. And you walking away from the situation that did not respect you was, this win couldn't happen without you walking away, because you were not valuing yourself in that situation where you were being disrespected. And so in order for you to like have this win, you couldn't carry that disrespectful situation or person with you. So it was an integral part in you creating this success. And the spirits just want you to know, like, you're really loved. Like, look how loved she is. She's, like, on a stage and all these people are cheering for her. Like, as many people that might not be supportive or might not be rooting for you, there are so many people who really care about you. There are so many people who really do love you, who really see your value, who see your soul, and who want to watch you succeed. There will always be haters. There will always be people who are being rude or weird or just like off or want to take from you. That's life. That's just like human nature. And Spirit's just saying, like, you're safe, you are protected, and you are so supported and loved. And things are about to get really good. I feel like things are about to get really, really good for whoever this message is for. Can I please get some more messages about the success? Ah! What the heck? I gotta clean my fish tanks today. I just looked over and I saw my little snails. They're so cute, but they're having a lot of sex. They're making a lot of eggs because we just did that sex spell a couple months ago, and like that always makes my snails reproduce because their little bodies, I guess, are sensitive to the energy. But anyway, I said, tell me more about the success, please. And we literally got the Queen of Cups and the Magician. So this person, remember, they're coming through as the King of Cups. So this could very well be a divine counterpart, or this person or situation could be a link between you and your success. So like whatever it was you had to walk away from, perhaps you're like me and you're very psychic and you can see the future and things like that. Maybe you saw this person or this situation or this family member, this friend, this lover, whatever, you saw it in your future. And so walking away from them was like very difficult and disturbing and hard here, because it's like they were showing up as the King of Swords. They were not being very nice. And then with the Tower here, it was like, it just wasn't working. So you had to leave. And I think that could have made it so difficult, because you kind of always saw yourself bringing that particular situation with you into your successful future. So it was like a huge step. I just felt that in my teeth. So I felt that in my bones. It was a huge step for you to leave that behind. And it's like you're manifesting your perfect success story and your perfect future with or without that person, but it very well could be with that person. So it could have been one of those things that it's like, yes, that person is a part of your future, or yes, that job is a part of your future, but the way you were being treated was not okay. So Spirit tested you to say, are you going to choose you, or are you going to stay small? And you said, I'm choosing me, I'm going big, I'm choosing the victory, I'm choosing to respect myself, I'm choosing to set the foundations, I'm choosing to move forward with or without this person, because at the end of the day, I'm the main character of my story, not this situation or this person that is not respecting me. So you're manifesting and you are really doing the work, you're doing the inner work, and Spirit just wants you to be feminine, like not like, no matter what your gender is, they want you to receive, because the feminine energy, spiritually speaking, it receives, right? So they really want you to be in this energy of like, I am open, ready, and willing to receive. I am so ready for like the blessings that are coming to me. I am so ready to open myself up to this big success, to this new chapter. So as long as you're being open to receive, as long as you're moving through your emotions, listen, you need to be your number one priority. Have you eaten well? Have you gotten enough sleep? Did you stretch your body today, or are you stiff? Did you take that walk that you've been wanting to take but you haven't taken it because you've had so much work to do? Like, you need to put yourself first. Like I said, you're the main character of your story. 111 people in here. Please like the video. There's a lot of people but not a lot of likes. So it's like Spirit's saying that you need to be checking in with yourself, and you're doing a good job. It started with walking away from that situation that didn't respect you. So you are doing a good job. Continue doing the work that you're doing. Continue being open to receive, and continue putting yourself first, putting your needs first, and taking care of you. And you will continue to manifest what it is. You'll continue to manifest this beautiful future, this beautiful success story that is coming through. And I feel like you're going to be one of the first in your lineage to have this type of success. So you could be like the first millionaire in your family, or the first person who creates a nonprofit, or the first person who travels out of the country. Like, whatever it is, like, you're going to be the first in your family line, which is why your ancestors are coming through with this message now, because that's one of the chains that you're breaking. Like, one of the chains that you're breaking of your ancestry line is literally the thought that, like, I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. Whatever it is, you are breaking. You're breaking that. You're breaking the chain in your ancestry line. So yeah, and also too, like, you are moving a lot of energy spiritually here. Like, look at what a spiritual moment she's having there. She is feeling her feelings, she's meditating, she's moving through her emotions, she's accepting herself as she is, she's got an open heart, she's literally making magic. Like, this bowl is just floating, and she's like making all this magic above her. Going to the water, going to the beach will be really beneficial for you at this time. Anything that can make you feel soft and safe and open to receive and relaxed and at peace and just like ready for the next phase and the next step is really beneficial to you right now. What you need most is just peace. Peace, 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 and checking in with yourself and your body. And you two are calling each other back in. So like I said, whether it was like a work situation, a friend, a family member, a lover, I do kind of feel, though, because we have divine counterparts here, I feel like it could be a love situation. You are manifesting each other, essentially. You are manifesting your perfect match. You are manifesting your divine counterpart here with the Magician, the King of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. And listen, if this is too like a twin situation as well, whether you guys end up together or not, your souls are there for each other. So just know that, okay? Let's get into the spirit baby messages. I want to know what the hell the spirit babies have to say about all this. All right. So spirit babies, what are your messages for us? So I just feel so much energy. It's like definitely in your heart, and I just saw like a little like baby like dancing, like super excited and super happy, doing like foot fires, and I feel like the spirit babies are just so happy and so proud of you, because it's like when we do this work before we have children, or even when we have children, when we're doing this work, we're not only benefiting ourselves, but we are healing those who came before us, and we're setting up those who come after us with like a much better situation in life. So like, if you're healing all this stuff that your family has never wanted to look at, the children that come after you, whether they're your own or they're from siblings or cousins or whatever, they're coming into a better situation than the one you were born into. And I just feel like the spirit babies are like so excited. They're so happy. They're really proud of you. I just saw them dancing around a maypole. So I don't know, maybe you want to do a maypole. I have never done that. I have a pole in my living room. I should do a maypole. But I don't know what day you do a maypole. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the fairy pole, and then you have the little ribbons going around it. I saw them like dancing around the maypole, like super excited and happy. So for whatever holiday that is, I think it's probably in May. Excuse me, throat chakra. God, there's a lot going on in the throat. So anything you can do to clear your throat, or mucus particularly, is going to be really beneficial to you right now, because you're kind of being clogged up by emotion and stuff, like heavy stuff that you had to move through. But the spirit babies are real excited. What do you have to tell us, spirit babies? They're really, really proud and they're happy. Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. So your spirit babies that are around you are just acknowledging that there is a lot of balance that you're creating within yourself. Balance within the divine masculine and divine feminine. Balance within your family unit. Balance within your work and time spent at work. Balance with yourself and your own needs. And you're really coming into a beautiful state of independence here with the 9 of Pentacles. They're very, very proud of you. And this looks like a dove. So I see that as the more peace and grace that you give to yourself, the more you actually make financially. So you might have the thought process that, like, in order for me to make good money, I have to be constantly grinding. I have to be constantly working. I need to do this. I need to do that. And Spirit is asking you to break down those thoughts of what it is that you feel you need to do in order to have abundance or have the life that you want, because like I said, right now they really just want you to sit back, relax, and be open to receive, right? And so the more peace and grace you show yourself, the more nice things you do for yourself, the more money you're actually going to make, and the more balance you're going to experience, not only in your life, but in your body. So like the mucus or the like pain, if you've been having pain or headaches or anything, you know, sickness in your body, it's going to balance your body. Also, if you've been having a lot of spiritual attack or just like people turning on you out of nowhere, this is all going to balance out a lot more once you come into that state of peace and relaxation and being open to receive. Literally, they're like, you have nothing, like there's nothing to do. And then they're showing me the Empress and how she just like sits on the throne and like everybody comes to her. And she's not sitting on the throne because she's lazy. She's sitting on the throne in the tarot because she's pregnant and she deserves to take a rest because she's literally growing a whole baby in her body. So whatever it is that you're producing, it very well might be a baby. It very well might be a new career. It could be a new relationship, new friendships, a new sense of self. Whatever it is that you're growing and nurturing right now, you don't have to do anything. Like, and that's not to say like go sit on your couch and eat an entire bag of fucking Cheetos or something like that. It's saying like do kind things for yourself. Do kind things for yourself that bring you peace and joy, and the universe will take care of the rest. And the spirit babies are coming through. They could be coming through as birds as well. And also they want you to be, you can do a milk bath, like cleanse yourself with milk. You pour it over yourself in the shower. Don't pour it over your hair. It'll make your hair smell bad. Pour it over yourself in the shower, lay in it in the tub. And if you do get it in your hair, wash your hair. But, yeah, the milk is cleansing, it's pure, and it will like cleanse you of all of the negative energy. And it doesn't have to be cow milk. Like if you're vegan, it can really be any kind of milk. But they're asking you to do that. Also salt, like having Epsom salt foot soaks or bath soaks or whatever is going to be really grounding, but also cleansing at this time too. I feel as well that the spirit babies are messing with technology. So like if you're having issues with technology and I know it's Mercury retrograde, but I feel like it's just giving them more power to do so. So if you're having issues with technology or, things aren't working like with technology, that's definitely the spirit babies messing with you. So try not to get too mad. I just heard I'm a prankster. So whenever you do have them, they might be a little pranky prankster. And then here with the 8 of Wands and the Knight of Wands, I feel like a change is happening fast. I also feel like you're about to have a bunch of different options in love. So if you are not in a relationship, I feel like there's a lot of communication and options that are coming in fast, and it's up to you to decide what it is that you want and who it is that you want to be with. And if you want to have fun and you want to have a roster going and you want to like date all these different people, Spirit is encouraging you to do that right now. They are saying though, like, make sure you set boundaries where boundaries are necessary to set, and make sure that you don't jump into anything too fast. Like, make sure that you're setting your boundaries and that you're doing what's best for you. But you're about to have a lot of options in love coming in very quickly. You're also going to have a conversation coming in very quickly. I don't know who it's from, but there will be words like a big conversation, and it's going to come in fast, and it's actually going to make you really happy. So whatever comes in, because look how happy she is. Your spirit babies too want you to be free. So like maybe they're going to be born soon, or you're going to meet like the person you're going to spend the rest of your life with soon. So they're like, just go out and have fun right now. Like, be free, like go out, go on the dates, go out dancing, go do the stuff you want to do before you're like locked down in a marriage or in a long-term commitment or whatever, if that is what you see for your future. And if not, they're just telling you to have fun. Like, just have fun. It's not that serious. Like, of course there are serious things in life. There are a lot of serious things in life, but we've been focusing on the worst and the most serious things heavily for the last 4 years. I mean, can you blame us? There's a lot going wrong, but at the same time, we're human too. We need to have fun. We need to take it easy. We need to rest. We need to have peace. We can't be focused on all of the bad all the time, because then that's just no way to live. So the spirit babies are telling you, like, just have fun. Have fun. Have a nice time. Last messages, please, from the spirit babies. This one was good. I have the biggest surprise for you guys coming in May. And you're going to, like, if you've been with me since day one, you're going to poop your pants. You're going to be like, what? Dutchess. You're going to be happy. All right. Page of Wands. Yeah, look, they just want you to relax and have fun and kind of get into like a young energy. They want you to just enjoy yourself, just be in this like young, free energy. You're starting something new, and so just enjoy it. Just have fun. And your psychic skills are going to be opening up more. So if you've already been feeling ascension symptoms and psychic skills shifting and opening up, they're going to continue to open up more going forward. Wow. So the spirit baby is just confirming you're going to have a lot of options as to who it is that you want to actually move forward and build a life with. So we have the 7 of Cups here, and we have the Empress. And so you're going to be faced with a decision, which I guess is a really good decision. Like, you're going to have so many good options of who it is that you could build your life with. So like I said, whether you want children or not, you're building something. So perhaps you want like a nice house, or you want to have like a business with your partner, like whatever it is that you want to build in this life, because most people have goals and most people have something they want to build and move towards in life. Whatever it is, you're going to have options about who you can do it with. And like for me, it's like I do want to get married. I want to have a house. I want to have kids. Like, I want to do all these things. So it's like Spirit's just saying, like, you're going to have so many options about who it is that you can move forward and build your dreams with. And that's why they're saying, like, just have fun right now. Just be young right now. Like, you're about to have more than you can, like, even imagine. Like, more choices about who to build with, more opportunity than you can imagine, more finances than you've had in the past. You know, they're just saying, like, everything, all the blessings that are coming are beyond your wildest dreams. So, like, right now is the time to just have fun, let loose, enjoy yourself, be young, be single if you are single. Or like, let's say you are in a relationship and you've been wanting to conceive. It's like, enjoy these moments now before you get pregnant with the baby, because like when the baby comes, there's going to be a lot more responsibility than before the baby was here. You know what I'm saying? So they're just saying, like, have fun, be free. You have way more options than you even realize, and your dreams are coming true. With the Empress here, I'm happy she came out because we were talking about her, but like, I just heard, I got the whole world in my hands. So it's like you literally are going to have the world in the palm of your hands. You're building something really beautiful. No matter what happens, you're going to be the Empress. And it's going to be your choice who it is that you bring along with you on this journey towards whatever it is that you're building and embodying the energy of the Empress. Here's our advice. Archangel of Mental Makeovers. Let's check it out. Okay. If your thoughts are driving you crazy, Archangel Uriel is about to help you with a mental makeover. Divine has a few new ideas up its sleeve. I just got really hot, like really, really hot. Archangel Uriel is known for carrying a torch. What the hell? That's pretty hot. A fucking flaming torch. Archangel Uriel is known for carrying a torch. In this case, he is using a blowtorch to create new pathways in your thinking. It may seem like you are really working your problem over with your brain, but your thoughts are actually working you over. This goes back to what I was saying about peace. Working you over. That's why the Archangel of Mental Makeover has arrived on the scene. He has seen your thinking patterns. You may have been tricked into thinking you have done some good reasoning, but Uriel believes you are following a path into a mental maze. Those spotlights he is shining are going to reveal new magical answers to some very old mental questions. You may find yourself having new thoughts that seem to come out of nowhere. Uriel holds a torch of divine truth. God has plenty of imagination and humor to untangle your mental maze. Uriel is his messenger when it comes to new thinking. You know how they have those giant spotlights outside a movie premiere? Well, these spotlights tell you Uriel has arrived to help you with some new ideas. Welcome to your mental makeover. So that's freaking awesome. And they're telling me too, some of the ascension symptoms you could be experiencing during all of this is like being really fucking hot. Like you might get like hot flashes or get a fever or just be like really warm. And obviously go to the doctor if you need to go to the doctor, but if it's not physical, it could be just like a spiritual ascension symptom, like I said, because like they were saying like the blowtorch, that's super hot. So I'm just gonna say thank you to my guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yemaya, and God source for allowing me to be the channel through which these messages flow. We thank you for the truth and we thank you for the advice. Amo Ra, Ashe Namaste, by the power of 3, smote it be, always works, always a blessing. And check the chat now. More self-love, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Oh my God, I was literally doing something that's so sweet. That makes me feel great. And I tuned in at the exact same time you said that. Perfect. Dude, I needed to hear this. Love you, Dutch. Hey, Sydney. This is the perfect lunch break activity. Yay! I'm glad you made it. And also, this message was like pushing on me. Like I was not going to go live today. I was not going to go live. And this message like had to come through. I gotta listen back to it because it was really important. Hey, Sunshine Vibes. May I ask what deck that is? Yes, you may. It's called the Light Seers Tarot. And Hannah Christensen sent this to me. Hi, Hannah, if you're watching. She sent this to me in a beautiful care package. It was very nice. Yes, we should have more fun in life, for real. I agree. Good read, darling. Thanks, Sam. Thank you for the awesome wisdom. I have to go back to work. That coffee ain't gonna make itself. Have such a beautiful day, everyone. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by on your break. If you want to book a reading with me, Krishna Pandy, you can do that through my website. Yes, receiving and surrendering to that which sees your value and your worth. Absolutely. Dr. Shreya, I actually do, I'm not God. I can't make any promises, but I do have a fertility candle on my website. That I just made those and I'm really proud of them, so that might help you in your fertility journey. I also do private spells and stuff for fertility. Like I said, I'm not God, like I cannot guarantee it, but I have helped people to conceive. That's one of my most proudest achievements is I helped one of my longtime clients, Teresa, in conceiving through spell work and ancestor veneration. And another really proud achievement was I helped somebody who was suffering with cancer to overcome their cancer. And like I said, I am not God. I am not taking all the credit, like Source is doing this, but I have some tools and matrix hacking tips that can help. Ma'am, you are really positive. Just remind you, you are cute. Thank you. It's a nice comment. Hey, Melly. I know it was a surprise to me too. I was not about to come on today. Oh my God, I love when that stuff happens with my hair. The genie lamp? Dude, I don't think my hair has ever been a genie lamp. That was so funny. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. You are glowing today, dear. Thank you so much. Thank you for the messages. You're welcome. That was such a powerful message. Thank you so much. You're welcome, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm new to the YouTube channel. Well, thanks for joining, Josh. Guess what happened, guys? We went from having like 3 men who watched this channel, Sam and Paul and Leon. Those are like the 3 men that I knew of. Now we have a 20% men. And I think it's because of the pole dancing. I'm not sure, but we're getting some of those nice men here, so that's good. I'm sorry to hear that, Z2B. We'll say a little prayer. So I think my sister has an eating disorder. I'm really worried. So, we'll say a prayer for that. Okay. Please, Spirit, be with this person's sister if they are going through issues or struggles with eating disorders or with not respecting their body and not giving their body the nutrients and healing and help that it needs. Please be with them and fill them with light and love so that they may move through this time. Let them move through the shadows of mental illness and situations that brought them to this form of self-harm and aid them in letting go of this form of self-harm. And please let them ask for help, and please let them move forward with support and to get the medical, emotional, spiritual, and therapeutic help that they need in order to overcome this self-harm issue. And please let them have a better relationship with food. Please heal her relationship with food and her relationship with herself so that she may move forward in freedom and liberation from these self-harming behaviors. I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions, only ever for the highest and greatest good of this person's sister, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amol Ra Ashin Namaste, by the power of 3 Somatic, be always works, always a blessing. Hi, I'm new. Hey, Lax. Thanks for joining. Hi, Tim. I can't like claim to actually heal anything. The only thing I can claim to do is like heal and pray for you and work on those parts of your body. I am working on spiritual surgery, so I am learning more about anatomy so that I can actually visualize the anatomy when I'm doing my healings. So like I really can't say, like, that would not be fair because I'm not a doctor. I'm not trained in this kind of stuff. I'm really, it wouldn't be fair for me to say, yeah, I can heal that. And I think any like spiritualist who's telling you like, I can heal like herpes, or I can heal this, or I can heal that. I'm not saying they can't. They very well might be able to, but I just think you should take all of that with a grain of salt, because I think that when we're getting to like actual physical ailments and injuries and things like that, it can just be like a shot in the dark, because it's not, it's just hard. It's hard, you know? I will suggest some books to you. The first book is called Woman Code, and it's about a woman who literally healed her PCOS through diet and lifestyle change because the doctors were not able to help her. So look up Woman Code. It's great. You have to make a lot of changes to your lifestyle because there's a lot of like hormone imbalancing chemicals and a lot of different things, but you can do it. I believe in you. And then also another book is called You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. And so that book is really great to let you know the mental patterns that can make physical issues worse. So usually behind every physical ailment, there's some sort of thinking or mental pattern that is feeding the negativity that makes the problem worse and causes stress. So what she does is she gives affirmations to counteract those negative thoughts that are making you more sick, essentially. But you can email me if you want. We can like talk about your issue. I can tell you whether I may or may not be able to help. And you know what? If you guys, looks like multiple people are struggling with PCOS, let me see if I can put something together. Like maybe I can do like a group spell or something for hormone balance, because I definitely need hormone balance as well. Crystals that can balance your hormones are moonstone and aquamarine. Maybe I'll do like a spell and I'll enchant some moonstone and aquamarine necklaces or something. But yeah, always works, always a blessing. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Hi, just joined. Hey, Jada. Thanks for coming. Oh, the Oracle deck? Yeah, the Oracle deck is, it's called Audacious Angels Oracle, and it looks like this on the box. My friend Karen gave it to me because it's like she always would call me an angel alien, and then it's got like the sexy boots, so she was like, it's just so you. It's called Audacious Angels Oracle. Hi, Teresa. Hey, fam. Just got here making lunch for my kiddo. I have PCOS too. All right. I'm hearing the chat. I'm hearing you guys, and that is what we will do. Well, we're going to do the best summer ever spell on May 5th. I haven't got that up on the website. I will have it up on the website soon, but I will do some sort of hormone spell as well. I will look into that. I will channel that, and we'll do that. And I decided too that with the best summer ever spell, I'm going to be channeling a crystal for everyone. So like if you sign up for the spell, you will also get like a necklace with a channeled crystal. I will enchant the crystal with the spell, and then you can wear the crystal all summer. So that's gonna be fun. The best summer ever spell is literally just gonna be me like trying to make us have the best summer in the world. Like cue the intro to Clueless. Like, you know, that's really what I see in my head. Like the intro to Clueless when they're like, we are young, we run free, and they're like at the pool, and they're like in the car, and they're like trendy and fashionable and having fun. Like, I need to watch Clueless. I love that movie. When I didn't have internet, I used to watch that movie like once a week on my DVD player. But when I was like really poor, whatever. But that is what the best summer ever spell is. I'm gonna ask the spirits to give us like the best summer of our lives, and I'm just so excited for it. Let's look up the hormone thing in this. I live in America. Hey, girl pop. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Lupita. All right. Let's see. Let's see if PCOS is in here, actually. Might be. I guess that would be under O for polycystic. No, it's not. Let's see about hormones. Let's see if it says anything about hormones. Oh, I guess thyroid might be in here. So this book, this is the You Can Heal Your Life book, and then it has like everything like this. You have that book? Good. It's a great book. Okay, it doesn't have hormones, so I guess we'll do thyroid, because thyroid controls our hormones. Or ovaries. Actually, let's look at ovaries. L-M-N-O. Ovaries. Okay. Represent point of creation and creativity. I am balanced in my creative flow. So that's like a mantra that you can say. I am balanced in my creative flow. I am balanced in my creative flow. I am balanced in my creative flow. Okay, thyroid. Humiliation. I will never get to do what I want to do. When is it going to be my turn? Q, there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard. Don't forget me. I move beyond old limitations and now allow myself to express freely and creatively. I move beyond old limitations and now allow myself to express freely and creatively. I'm just laughing because I gave this to my parents and my mom fucking lost the book. Like, I don't even know how you do that. Like, I was like, please, like, share this with Dad. This could be beneficial to both of you. And then she just lost it. Like, how do you even... God, it's just... My parents are little gnome people. They're funny little gnomes. But they're also humans, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I recommend this book. I also highly recommend the book Woman Code. Hi, Lucy. My favorite color is pink. Thanks as usual, Duchess darling. Heart goes with you and all. Got a jet. Much love. You're like Jimmy Neutron. Bye, Sam. Damn, you're so damn gorgeous. Thank you. I wonder if we could do like a singing bowl with the hormone spell. Could help activate. I personally love feeling the vibrations. Yes, that is a great idea. I will channel that, and yeah, I'll get us some aquamarine and some moonstone, and yeah, that's how we'll do it. So I'll channel that. Keep an eye out for the Best Summer Ever spell. That's going to be up soon. And then maybe we'll do like the hormone regulation spell around Mother's Day. You know, to just honor like the female principle and everything. All right, let's look a couple more chats, and then I got a jet. Gnome people, that's so cute. Yeah, they live in a gnome house too. Like, it literally has a point and like a bright red door. I already told you what my favorite color is. Stop yelling at me about what my favorite color is. It's pink. Everlyn, there's your shout out. And my piercings look rad. Thank you so much. Somebody came on the live last time and was like, ew, your piercings make you look dirty and gross. And I was like, okay, cool. Very cool. Block. All right, guys. That's it for me. I gotta clean my fish tanks. Please subscribe. Half the people who watch are not subscribed. Please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Please like the video. And please comment once it gets uploaded. That helps the algorithm as well. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks, Lizzie, for being a great moderator, and any other moderators who helped us out. Thank you so much. I love you guys. And you want coffee now? This is from yesterday. I always get the big one so I can drink it for like 3 days. All right. I love you guys. I gotta go. Okay. Answer my emails today. I sent out all the packages today, except for freaking Leah's package, dude. I got it. That package, I don't know what the actual fuck, but that package is like the bane of both of our existence. So I have to email her. I'm gonna get to my emails today. I sent out the packages. Oh, one last thing too before we go. I will be doing the last Call Me spell. Last call for the Call Me spells. Round 3 on Monday. Closes at 8 p.m. I will link the information in the comments. And like how you donate and what you donate and whatever you can expect from the Call Me spell. That will be it until the next Mercury retrograde, which I don't even think is until the fall, or unless I decide I want to do Call Me spells. But we're going to do round 3, okay? I'm also going to be cleaning up my Nani and Nanny's grave on Monday. If you want to give a donation of $22.22 for me to get flowers and everything to clean it up, then I will do a petition of your choice. This is really great because my Italian ancestors are very kind, generous, giving, loving, and you can ask for whatever you want within reason, right? Like, within reason, but whatever you want. So, yeah, that is it, and now I'm gonna go. All right. Bye-bye. I'll put it in the comments. Everyone's like, don't go, don't go. I love you guys. You're great, but I have to clean my bathroom. I have to clean my fish tanks. One of my fish is looking really dramatic right now. Like, he's just, like, laying in the plants, like, oh, my life is so hard. My tank is kind of dirty. Like, I got shit I gotta do. I gotta do laundry. This is, like, my last pair of pants. So, I gotta go, guys. All right, I love you. Have a good day. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.